In the coming videos, migration will be explained. But what exactly is migration? Migration means that people start living elsewhere. Often they cross a border. This is usually a border between countries. Someone who migrates is called a migrant. Tourists also cross the border, but only stay in another area for a short time. That is why a person is only called a migrant if he has lived in another area for longer. How long a person has to live somewhere before being considered a migrant varies from place to place, but you often have to live somewhere for at least 3 months to 1 year before you are called a migrant. He is an emigrant for the place where the migrant leaves. He is an immigrant where he arrives. If there is more immigration than emigration in a country, the population can grow. This is called the net migration rate. The other reason the population grows is when the birth rate exceeds the death rate. According to some, globalization has caused migration to increase significantly. For example, the number of migrants increased from 84 million to 243 million people between 1970 and 2015. That is a huge increase, but as a percentage of the world's population, this is an increase from 2.3% to 3.3%. Others use a slightly different data and think that on average about 3% of the world's population migrates. Until the First World War there was a lot of migration, but from 1914 to 1945 there was less migration. After the Second World War, migration rose to pre-war levels. As a result, they come to the conclusion that migration has not increased sharply, but that globalization has ensured that people who want to stay elsewhere for a short time, such as tourists, have grown enormously. But that is not migration. One of the main reasons for migration is the demand for workers in destination countries. Especially jobs that are dangerous, difficult or dirty are less and less done by residents of the destination country, and as a result immigrants are often recruited for them. Other reasons for migration include family reunification, marriage and study. About 10% of all migrants worldwide are refugees, making about 0.3% of the world's population refugees. They have fled to another country from political violence or persecution. The number of refugees can therefore also change rapidly due to the emergence or resolution of conflicts. In recent years, the number of refugees has increased sharply due to conflicts in Syria, Afghanistan, South Sudan and Venezuela. About 83% of refugees worldwide come from 10 countries. About 75 to 80% of refugees are admitted to a neighboring country, which shows that conflicts and the resulting refugee flows are a major issue, especially in only a few regions of the world. Now that you know what migration is, the causes of migration can be discussed in the following video.